Hi there, my name is Scott Arthur, and right now I'm the Transport and Environment Committee convener here in Edinburgh. On Tuesday I was down in Leith looking at the Leith Connections project. That's a project which has been designed to reduce the amount of traffic cutting through Leith on the way to somewhere else, delivery drivers, etc., in order to make it easier for people to walk around that community, particularly kids walking to school. And in fact, as well as looking at some of the measures in Leith, I also went along to the local primary school to hear about what the kids were doing around road safety, all really interesting stuff. So today I'm in Corstorphine looking at the Corstorphine Connections project, and whilst this is smaller in scale and there's far fewer measures being implemented here, it's exactly the same aim of making it easier to walk around the area and easier for kids to get to school. And just like the Leith scheme, it's a kind of live trial where the council makes changes and the community has a chance to offer feedback on that. It's fair to say that the two most controversial parts of the Corstorphine scheme are the seating area, which closes the road off here just to stop traffic cutting through, and also a bus gate on Mance Road. I think it's fair to say that early on in implementation, a lot of the focus of concerns was the seating area from people who do have concerns, and then that's moved to the Mance Road bus gate latterly. So I had a look around the scheme today. I mean, generally speaking, the neighbourhood seems incredibly quiet, very few car movements. Now that's partly because the main road past the school has been closed, and that's to enable the council to widen the footpaths there. So while some people do have concerns about the Corstorphine Connections scheme and the work the council is doing to make it easier for pedestrians to move around, I think most people in the area broadly accept that some of the footpaths approaching the school were far too narrow, and perhaps it's overdue bringing them up to a reasonable standard. So it was quite good to see that work underway, and let's hope it's completed as quickly as possible, because I do know it's causing a bit of inconvenience for people. So it is a live consultation. Broadly speaking, people fall into three categories of people who are responding. We've got people who are supportive of what the council's trying to do here. At a meeting, just by chance, was at a meeting in town yesterday, and I spoke to two ladies from this area, and they gave quite positive feedback on what's been happening. There is people who have concerns about the scheme, either perhaps particular elements of it, or the scheme as a whole. Some of those people just want very localised changes. Others, it's fair to say, want the scheme completely removed, and perhaps for the whole consultation exercise, which was actually completed way back in 2021, to restart. And then there's a third category of people, which I think are the minority, who whilst I think they appreciate the need sometimes to improve the pedestrian environment in residential areas like this, they're opposed to changes which impact on the movement of vehicles and the rights of drivers, etc. So it's a viewpoint I understand, maybe not necessarily one I agree with in terms of balance. But if you've not given your all views are valid, of course. But if you've not given your feedback yet, please do so. On Monday, I'm due to speak to council officers about the latest traffic data they've collected. So they collected data just before the school holidays, I think a week or two before, and they're able to compare that data, which was collected after the implementation of the trial scheme, to traffic levels before the implementation. So it's really just two snapshots. It doesn't really give us a trend, but it is the start of a comparison. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that data, actually, because lots of people have emailed me telling me where they think there's more traffic and where there's less traffic, etc. But that data should enable us either to confirm those opinions or perhaps raise some questions as well. So I think that data is going to be really useful in terms of informing the debate and perhaps injecting some real data into the debate, because I think perhaps for too long that level of detail has been missing. So that's really important. So I've got that meeting on Monday, and then hopefully, as quickly as possible after that data will go into the public domain. I think broadly speaking, council officers are talking about getting it out to the public before the end of the month. And when that data goes public, I absolutely encourage people to have a look at it and tell me whether or not it's matching their perceptions. Okay, so I've actually had a really interesting hour or so walking around the area, quite sadly looking at how traffic's moving, and more interestingly looking at how people are interacting with the scheme, and I will be back again as we continue through this consultation process. Okay, bye for now.